What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up, here I am. What up, 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 here I am. Hope you're having a blessed time wherever you are. Find a reason to smile, laugh, enjoy life, appreciate everything and everyone around you. Got a couple requests to go live, so here I am. Those that see this later, you know who you are, love and light. Gonna share this out with a few people. And people fell asleep. What up, what up, what up? What up, what up, what up? Been a couple of days, but it's okay. I don't mean to rhyme. That's just how it came out. What up, what up, what up? 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 Okay, that's weird. A reminder, there's no smoking on the stream. You are live. Now I'm checking out Jose's stream while I wait for anyone to come in. Hello to whoever came into my chat. I sure do appreciate you. Hello, Sarah. I'm sitting in Jose, waiting for people to come into mine. I could use a few donations myself. Well, Sarah, you're the one in there at the moment. um, and I might have to get out of Jose's live stream at the moment because I don't know what happened to him. I've been in a kind of weird place the last few days. I mean, I'm not like really struggling with finances at the moment, but there are definitely things that I need that need that there are definitely things that I could use. Like I'm debating if I need to bring one of my cats to the vet, just to be on the safe side. But at the same time, all my credit cards are practically at the max. Um, I'm trying to really budget my money. And I'm literally just kind of wishing and praying for a decent sized chunk of money to drop in my life at the moment. Again, I'm not hurting, but there's things that I need to do, or things that I need that cost money, and not just a few dollars. But yeah, I'm happy with. I didn't know he was raising money for something really cool. I'm happy for him. Anyway, actually, to, I'm gonna outside of Jose's. I date Maria, and I'm okay. I'm kind of in and out of my emotions the last few days. I don't know why. Yeah, I stepped out of Jose's stream for now. But yeah, I stepped out. I think one reason that I'm kind of blah is actually my diet. Um, I did really well up until my birthday, and then my birthday I kind of let loose, and I've been having trouble controlling my cravings and eating the junk food. And good Lord, I'm feeling it, like really feeling it. So it's making me feel extra tired, which is kind of putting me in my emotions. Um, Again, I'm not bad. I'm not hard. I'm not bad off as far as money's concerned. But like, I need know I want to bring my cat to the vet soon, and I know that's gonna cost money. What's up, James? If you want to come up, DM me. I'll send you a link or text me because if you're on your phone, I'll just send a link to you in text. Stephanie was gonna ask me if I both Stephanie and Maria both asked if I would go on live, but I think I started a little too late because they might have fallen asleep. Um, but it's all good. I wonder if it's the change in the seasons. Yeah, I'm working tomorrow night. I feel achy. More and more, I'm realizing how much diet really affects a person physically. And I'm not just talking about weight gain. James, you know what your roots make me think of? So I can't believe it's been like 20 years, at least 20 years since I've seen them live. So there's a comedy troupe from the late 80s, early 90s called Kids in the Hall. Um, and in the late, I think it was around 2000 or so, they did a tour. They did two tours. I think they did one in 2000 and then they did another one maybe 5, 6 years later. Can't exactly remember. But in one of those shows, one of the guys was in the middle of a skit or like a monologue, and he's there and he's doing this thing, and then you know how when you're at a show and it's not the type of show where like people are hooting and hollering throughout the whole show, like you're watching the performance, and then there's certain points where everybody just hoots and hollers. Well, of course, there's always those one or two people that hoot in random parts of the show. So he's in the middle of his monologue, and one person goes, "Woo, yeah!" And the guy on stage looks over and comments to the guy that woots, who made the noise. I forget exactly what he said, and then the rest of the audience bursted out in approval of the guy on stage, and as they're hooting and hollering, in approval, the guy on stage goes, "That's when you hoot, mother fluffer." I think was hilarious. Unfortunately, I think this was before cell phones became what they are. I think the people that wanted me to go live fell asleep, and now they're not here for the live. I know I keep repeating myself. Today was the 7th, right? I shouldn't be this tired. Twenty to 30. Site. Um, Maintenance. Gate. Secure. Who's still in here? 12:22. It's 1, 2, 2, 2, 2. 2. I want to sleep. Me. I know. Welcome to the yawning stream. I do that occasionally. This is what happens. I won't yawn off stream, but as soon as I go live, I start yawning every 5 seconds. Like I said, every 5 seconds. I don't know if that was 5 seconds, but close enough. I shouldn't be this tired. I need an energy boost. And I don't drink Red Bulls, or occasionally I have a coffee, frappuccino with some kind of coffee in it, but can't even do that. Chillest stream ever. Exactly. All I hear in my head is my niece going, "Hi guys. So I'm alive." But to fill you in on, I don't know if I filled you in on that kind of inner joke with some of the OGs of my channel. Um, I think it was the beginning of this year. My niece was spending the weekend, and I was about to start the live, and she was in my room, and I was like, "You want to start the live stream?" She's like, "Yeah, yeah." So I set up the camera, I set everything up, and I got out of the shot and clicked go live. And she's the only one you see on the screen. And I had to run to the restroom and take care of a few things. And hello, Julianne, thank you for coming in. And she does the typical YouTube intro. Hey guys, how you doing? Right? And she, and instead of saying so I'm live, she said, "So I'm alive." It's become a running joke with a handful of people ever since. So, like when Stephanie or Maria message me, congratulations, you are the next winner, and the price is right. I am like, oh, I think that's the other reason why I'm tired right now. It's not only have I been eating junk, the AC is not on where I usually am because it's been leaking. So all I have is a fan next to me, which as long as I'm sitting like this, I'm kind of okay. But I want to sit closer to read to look at the chat, and if I'm sitting like this, I start getting like overheated. And heat is not my friend. I just want to sleep. Heat just makes your brain go, "Wow, this is cozy." Yeah, no smoking on the stream. I don't get that overheated. If I feel like that, I'll step outside. It's kind of a chill night tonight, so yeah. Jake from State Farm wearing khakis. That's the running joke for him because he's usually smoking on his street. I don't think they're alive. I was gonna say, I don't think they're alive. I don't think they're awake. Hey, look, I was upside down for at least a second. Let's see. Are you awake? I'm gonna text. I'm alive. That is requested. I'm alive. Hey guys, I'm alive. You know what? I'm gonna do it because I did check this the other day. Then again, I really haven't recorded or gone live the last few days. Um, I don't think I can check it. Huh. Nice. Yeah. Now, if people can help me get to my goal, I mean, mine's a little harder to reach, but I'm joking. I don't like bringing up money. I don't like talking about money. I don't like asking anything about money as much as I need it or want it. Could use it. Um, I've always had the mindset that when it's meant to come, it's gonna come. It's just when you know you're gonna need money, a large amount of money, and you know you don't have it. Like I keep hearing noises in my car that make me think that something's gonna break down, and I'm gonna need money for that. If you missed when I mentioned my cat. So you guys know I have two cats. I have Smokey and Shorty. Shorty's the black and white one that I nicknamed Pee Boy because he randomly decides he's gonna pee either on my bed or on the couch. And usually he'll go months without doing it. And then, randomly he might pee somewhere. In the last 2 months, I want to say it's been like every week or every other week that he's peeing on something. So I'm a little concerned um, that he might have a health issue going on. I don't know if he's just stressed or feeling anxiety for whatever reason. I've, I'm constantly checking, his stomach and his body to make sure I don't feel anything abnormal. Thank you, Sarah. They're my baby boys. Um, but yeah, I don't know if he's distressed. I don't know if he's got a health issue that I'm not aware of. Um, because he's eating fine, he's drinking fine as far as I know. Um, Nothing seems to be out of the ordinary in his urine or poop. the only, like I said, the only thing is that, in the fact that it's only like once a week, or, or every couple of weeks, which is still a lot for him. Um, Makes me think that either there's an anxiety going on or something to that effect. Um, a lot years ago, he just turned 12, I think. So he is a senior cat. Um, but when he was younger, I want to say about, and they're both fixed. Both my cats are fixed. But I know probably when he was like four-ish, 3 or 4, he had crystals in his urethra, which caused him to pee out blood. I'm not like I'm not seeing any signs of blood or like darker urine, so I don't know if it's that. And they say if they have like a blockage, you can feel the bladder if when you feel the lower part of their stomach, like towards their back legs. And I've been constantly feeling throughout his stomach and his lower extremities, yeah, lower area. um, I say that while rubbing my own belly. um, I'm not feeling anything, so that's like that's the only reason why because it doesn't seem like anything else is going on. I'm thinking that there's some kind of stress, or maybe he's just becoming more territorial. Um, when it comes to Smokey, my gray cat, I don't, but I know the vet that I normally bring him to, they used to only be like $35, $40 just for the visit. I looked online and now now it's $80 just for the visit. Um, so any other testing I know is gonna cost, you know, you know, at least another 100. Because I think all they're gonna do is, you know, they're gonna do what I've been doing, where I'm checking his stomach and checking his body and not finding anything. And at the very least, they're gonna ask for a urine sample. Maybe a fecal sample as well, but I'm not sure. And then, they're gonna charge me for that. I keep saying if I could pay off at least one of my large credit cards, and not to put all my finances out there, but I do have 2 credit cards that the max um, is 10K each, and they're both um, you know, practically maxed out. And you might go, how did you manage that? I'm good. I'm very good at paying my credit cards on time, but there have been times where I've had it. Sometimes it's impulse, bad, decisions or like inappropriately timed um, impulse decisions, and then a lot of times it was um, having to fix a car, um, having to buy groceries, um, life But if I could pay down, if I could come into at least enough to pay off one of those credit cards, that would free up a couple $100 a month. If I could pay off both of those credit cards, it would free up $500 a month. And then I could get smart and pay off the rest of my credit cards and start saving. And then designate my credit cards for specific things. Like I keep one credit card specifically for expenses for my cat and my car. Keep the other one for emergencies. What up, Chris? And then, I have two smaller um, credit cards. One's for uh, Best Buy that I very rarely use and I'm not concerned about because once I spend what I'm going to spend, I leave it alone until it's paid down again. And I don't care how long it takes me to pay it down. And it's not a lot on that card to begin with. And then I have another small amount card that I kind of do the same thing. I just, you know, when I need it, I use it. But if I'm smart, if I could pay everything down, I could use that to play with, and then leave the two bigger ones, you know, for emergencies and um all that good stuff. I'm having an okay night. I'm a little tired. I'm a little emotional. I ate crap for the last past week since my birthday. Um, and I'm paying for it. And get a little concerned with money, but it's all good. Everything will work out in the end. And I wish I was home or brought my tripod or my art stuff. The the waterfall that I started the other night, I haven't touched since, but I keep looking at it, and I really do like where it is at the moment. Hopefully, I can get to it this weekend. Oh, what was I gonna check? Because it sounds like Jose is kind of in the same boat as me as far as like watch hours. And I don't think I can check the watch hours on here without. Hold on. Damn it. Gosh darn tootin'. Now what I was trying to do. Gosh darn it. Let's see. Create a studio. Create. It's not the one I need. YouTube Creator Studio. Yes, you can't do it on there. All right, this might buffer for a second. I want to check my YouTube stuff for a second. You're still there. Just hold on. Hold on to what we got. Gonna make it. So I am currently I got 1,017 subscribers and 1,160 public watch hours. I don't know if you've heard that, but I have 1,017 subscribers and 1,160 hours of watch time. Hold on to what we got. Gonna make a difference. Thank you. I'm just blessed right now that I'm staying above 1,000 subscribers. That in itself, I'm more than grateful for. I mean, it might just be a few people over the thousand, the 1K mark. Um, but I'm glad it's not going under. I want to continue to see it going up and up and up and up and up. And I want to turn this the other way because I like the wide view better. But but yeah, I'll admit it. I get sad that I haven't gotten to a place where you know because at the end of the day, those of us that are trying to do something with this, we want to get to the point that there's an income coming in, you know, and especially when I'm in modes like this, where like I'm thinking of things that I need money for, where I'm like, I wish I could pay this off. I need money for this now. I need this now. You know, it's not even like worrying about the future, it's worrying about now, you know. And that's where the impatience and the anxiety comes in, going, why hasn't anything happened yet? Why aren't I growing? Why am I not reaching these goals? You know, and unfortunately I chose a path. I chose one of the hardest. It doesn't matter if you're now a content creator in the last 10, 15 years has grown into a profession. But anyone that's in the creative realm, from music to TV to movies to now social media, it's one of the whatever is, at the end of the day, even the actors and musicians that we follow, they might have not been called influencers in the even sports, basketball, football, baseball. These people might have not been called influencers back in the day, 15 years ago. But they fall into that same category. It might be different genres, it might be different avenues, but they're influencers. People follow kids follow people in sports and other arts, and we used to call them role models. Now we call them influencers, and that general profession of influencer, no matter which genre it is, it's some of the hardest directions to go. And, those that we see and follow, and, now you get to follow, you know, full journeys of people, like from when they did have nothing. versus when you finally see someone like try to, back in the day, you wouldn't have known about Bon Jovi until they been already touring for 5, 10 years, building up, or you know, even sports people, you don't have no idea who they are until they get picked to be played on a team, and for whatever reason, you know, the maybe because they played the game, you know, to a higher level than the rest of you know the people in that sport that gives them more attention. You know, but because like give and a good example is like say with basketball, we know who LeBron James is, we know who Steph Curry is. You know, there's a few other players that like people know their names. But the rest of the team, you have no, for the most part, most of us have no idea who else is on the team. Like unless you follow sports, you have no idea who's who's sitting on the bench. The only people we know are the ones that, for whatever reason, you know, get the somehow get the spotlight put on them. But those other teammates have been on the team for whether it's a year or 5 years. And they help make people like LeBron James and Steph Curry be what they are. And now with social media, you know, you can follow someone that has started out with, you know, 0 subscribers or followers or whatever, and you become a fan of theirs, and if they're interacting with you, you become at least online friends with them, and you watch their success, and if you're able to support by buying merch or giving donations or just watching their content and sharing their content, you become one of the reasons that they get the recognition. And I've been thinking of this a lot because I know, there's sounds and stuff on TikTok, and I think it's kind of known that not all you're here, are you coming up? You know, I lost my train of thought. But whatever attracts us to a particular person or whatever, but being a part, well, what I was about to say is, I've noticed, kittens are running around. She got 2 new kittens. One of them has already been named Jelly, and I suggested Butter for the other one because she's got her Chihuahua Peanut, so it would be Peanut Butter Jelly. Get it? Peanut Butter Jelly? I don't know if they're gonna settle on butter, but exactly. Peanut butter jelly time, peanut butter jelly time. There you go. There you go. There you go. Peanut butter jelly time, peanut butter jelly time. As far as influences, one of the people you can say, I didn't even watch him from the beginning, but I did. Once I did start watching him, I started checking out some of his older videos. Is Roman. When you look back on Roman, right, some of his earlier vlogs, you saw when he was selling the T-shirts out of a couple of buckets, and how gradually Smile More grew to what it is. And then um and just any of the creators really. One of the creators I watched him, you know, for years you didn't know exactly where he lived. And one day he finally revealed where he actually lived. And um to know that he was growing up in the projects in New York. Howdy doody.
Hi. Where did you go? Where did the other one go? Oh. Becky, stop attacking my foot. This little girl is mischievous. So we decided to call the black and tan one because it's a girl, Luna. And then the all black one, I have no idea. I don't know if we're going to keep the black one. Yeah. But he's attached to me because he will not leave me alone. So he was sleeping, and then I went to go take a shower. He starts crying, looking for me.
You're my new mommy. Where'd you go?
Yeah, and then the Luna fell asleep on my mom when she got home, so I think we're in trouble.
Well, I guess you guys have been adopted.
I guess so. Yeah.
They've chosen their people.
Apparently.
You
I
know,
just didn't see how Peanut does with them. I mean, he wasn't barking and growling when I showed him the first time. Because I kept him in his cage, but see what they did
I'm
to
sure he got jealous when he saw them on his bed.
that what?
When they were sleeping on his bed.
Uh,
He probably was like, why are they there?
well, he has two beds. He has his crate,
Yeah.
and then he has this one. Well, he doesn't really use this one unless he's in my room. So
Mm.
yeah, I did that so they can get used to the scent of Peanut, and then when I let Peanut out later on, see what he does. But I don't think he's gonna do anything because he didn't growl or bark.
Yeah, if he doesn't really show interest, he's like, yeah, okay, whatever.
Yeah, he sniffed them. I brought him close to the cage. They were trying to crawl in the cage, so
They're
I
like,
guess
hey, you're funny, come here.
he's like, I get people to play with now.
And I'm the bigger one.
They're cute though. I miss having a cat. We used to have an all white one.
Just keep him inside.
Yeah,
It's too dangerous outside these days.
yeah, that's true.
More and more cars, more and more people.
Yeah, I think we would have left them be both indoor and out if like we had our own house, because they could just explore the property and stuff. But
Yeah, no. Even with that, like I would keep it. If I were to let my animals out, it would have to be supervised or very like limited um adventures. Like I would want to put like a clothesline out or something
hmm
and have them leased so they couldn't like go on other people's property or you know if it's a wooded area, end up in a,
Yeah.
because too many times, like I said, between cars, animals, outside animals, especially with a lot of places now ending up with coyotes.
Oh, I know. There was I think it was a coyote over here, like a couple of weeks ago, because we're next to like.
And then you gotta worry about people that have dogs that they don't control.
Oh, I know.
Perfect example is where I live. They don't live here anymore, but there used to be people that lived across the hall from us. I think one of both dogs were some form of bully dogs. I
Hmm.
think one of them was a pit, and I think the other one was a mix boxer pit or something to that effect. And you know, they weren't necessarily other animal friendly,
Oh yeah.
and and they did have a bit of a "you're not here."
Hey, can you stop crying? I'm here. Yay. Hello,
I
bird.
thought I thought she was never here.
Oh.
All of a sudden, she's here.
Oh, she's neat. What does it mean when the cats need? Because Luna's just doing that right now.
Oh, biscuits.
Yeah, she's doing it on the blanket. Oh my god,
I
where does
think
the other
I
one
think
go?
I think part of it is comfort,
Oh.
and if it looks like they're trying to nurse as well, it means they were taken from their mother too soon.
Oh.
Like if you have a cat that if your kittens, am I crying?
No.
Oh, I didn't know I was crying, but I'll cry now.
April crying. April crying is a very rare thing. I think I've only seen you cry once. And that's because you and Kirk got into a big argument, but.
Oh, no, I've done a few live streams where I got emotional. There's at least a couple of videos where I let the vulnerability show.
True, true. But
And
it's
so,
different in person. Her nose
yeah.
gets all red and stuffy.
No, but yeah, I think the kneading in general is normal. Um, but if it's also, like they look like they're suckling, then they've been
Ow, little boy, stop scratching me.
and they, yeah, if they're suckling as well as kneading, it's a sign that they were taken from their mother too soon.
Oh, these have been with their mom. I don't know how long. It's as soon as they open their eyes, right? That they can start.
No, they say because I think they open their eyes by the second or third week, but they're not supposed to be taken from their parents and their mothers until about 8 weeks.
Oh,
Some people do it earlier.
yeah. No, I think these. Well, one of them is bigger than the other one. I think one is a little older than the other one.
They're
But
not from the same litter.
yeah, they are.
Oh, so the males tend to be a little bit bigger.
Yeah, this one's. What are you doing, troublemaker?
Yeah,
What?
just like puppies, kittens are run havoc.
Yeah, I
So
haven't had a cat in so long. The cat that we had, it was all white, and she was a girl. And she had the first time
um,
she got pregnant, she had two babies, boy
that
and girl.
way.
And the second time, she lost her litter.
It's going, and we see you active shooter, Mr. Sniper.
Oh, look who it is! Troublemaker number two.
Stuff, but I was just looking at my analytics. Currently sitting at 1,017 subscribers.
Ooh.
Have 1,160 hours. I did have 1,000. I thought it said 1,176 the other day, but maybe because you know at a certain point, if it's not every month, it's every couple of months. You know,
I'm number one. No, shooter. Technically you have two people in front of you who are pains. I consider pains.
Herman.
Herman, yes. Herman's number one. Then goes Josh, and then we'll go shooter.
Okay.
For now, but
Oh,
oh, you say hi to everybody except for me, shooter. I see how it is.
Dick, Julianne's still in here too, and Chris. Say hi to them as well. I'll help you with your.
Ow! Why are you biting my toe? No.
Because they're cute and they're in front of you.
He's
And
so mean, though.
he needs something to play with.
I know that, but he doesn't got to be abusive.
Yeah, he just says, "Look, nuggets, wiggly nuggets."
What? You want to come up? Okay. Look at that. You got peanuts here all over you. Okay, but no scratching, please. There you
He
go.
said, "But that's the most fun."
I know. Luna already fell asleep again. It's this little boy that's gonna be the troublemaker.
Call him Shadow.
Shadow. That's a cute name.
I feel like that gray cats and black cats tend to all end up with roughly the same names.
Yeah, the one that Noah has is like white and gray. Kind of looks like Smokey, but it has more white to his coat. He's cute.
The female.
No, Noah's is a different one.
Oh.
He's got a gray and white one.
Oh.
He kind of looks like Smokey, the same color gray, but he has white
Yeah.
in his coat. It's really cute. Little boy, stop trying to text in the chat. What are you doing?
That cat's trying to text.
Yeah, he's really curious.
He sees me. He probably sees me and go, "What is that?"
Yeah, he's looking at the screen too.
Is
Do
he
you
looking back?
recognize another cat, Mama? Is that why you attached me
No.
to me?
Is he looking back and forth?
Yeah.
She. She
I
put the
can't tell if
camera.
his eyes are gray or blue. They
Usually
look.
they start. They usually start off grayish.
Yeah, he
As they
looks like
get
he has blue eyes.
as they get older, they're natural. Because I think even my boys, I think they started off with grayish colored eyes, and then
Yeah, because when we had our white cat, her eyes were gray when she was born, and then they turned like a pretty bright yellow when she got older.
yeah, white cats tend to go end up with the blue eyes.
April has a what? Official security shirt?
Yeah,
Haven't you always had a shirt like that?
it's usually been green, but
Oh,
the green one has been becoming Swiss cheese.
Swiss cheese.
Like literally holes here. Um,
It's
and
retired.
they did give me button shirts,
Oh, I don't really like but
but I'm like, I want the polo. So I just looked on Amazon and they had a couple of security polos, and I was like, let me just grab one of those.
yeah, especially for what you do, polos are a lot better. Cause
Yeah, look, congrats. What? Because it says security on it? The other one said security on it too. It was on the back.
security, security.
Speaking of security, have you talked to the other security guard you know?
What security?
The other one that lives in my house?
Oh, Kurt. I showed him a picture of the cats. He was trying to help me name them.
Has he told you that he has an offer to come back here?
No, is he gonna take it?
He's on the fence for good reason.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Because the biggest reason is because how the security company itself treated him treated him, which made him go to the company he's with now.
True, true.
All right, they played too many games with him. Um, the other concern, especially for this site, is that it's a well-known fact that it's not going to be around much longer. Maybe another, God willing, at least another 4 years. Um, but with any luck, if Suffolk itself finds a new location, there's a 50-50, there's a somewhat chance that, they might take me with me and I might be able to take my brother with me.
Take you with you.
you know,
Who's taking you with you?
meaning like if they take me, they're obviously going to need other security.
That's true.
And, and Kirk, as far as, being at work and doing what he has to do, he's kind of like, he's pretty much like me. He comes, he does his work, he goes home.
Yeah, the other one, I think they're abusing him too because he works a lot of hours for.
No, well, it's not necessarily he works a lot of hours. He's at two different sites
Oh yeah,
with
yeah.
two
Okay.
different pay rates and two different, they're both overnight, but one of them, he works, what is it, 9 to 4, and he gotta wait for the trains to open to come home or
Yeah,
something like that.
and then the other one is
And
what?
the other one is midnight to 6
Oh,
for
okay.
2 nights. It's just on, the, I mean, the positives for the positives if he comes back is he'll get a steady schedule because the guy that's becoming the account manager is the other overnight guy that I'm always swapping shifts with.
Oh, okay.
So there'll be flexibility. Um,
He'll get more than one day off.
well, he'll get like a straight schedule versus the broken up schedule that he has now.
Yeah, that's true.
And even if he doesn't have vacation time right away, I know he mentioned about wanting to visit his father at some point.
Yeah.
The only downside is that me and him won't have any of the same days off if he does the other overnight shifts.
Mm.
But I could cover him, and he'll just have to like do my shifts when he comes back or whatever.
Yeah. Well, that's fair.
Not to lose pay or whatever. So,
Yeah.
and we're not. I don't know exactly what the pay would be. Yet, but he's gonna talk to the guy. I think sometime tomorrow. And
Yeah.
he is considering it. It's just there are legitimate concerns.
Yeah. He should though, cause I think it's less travel for him.
That too. That would be the other benefit. He'd only have to take the blue line.
Yeah.
And because we won't even be working the same shift, if I'm up to it and if I'm awake, I can pick him up. I can drop him off and pick him up.
Yeah.
And if he actually works to get his license, he can just drive his own damn self.
That's what he's working on. So we'll see.
Well, he's been working on that for way too long now.
Yeah.
No, but because we've been talking, like even Peter's has been trying to like encourage him, like we've been talking like our fear as far as rent and stuff is we're not that far from making too much money to be on Section 8.
Mhm.
Um, and with the rising rents, and not knowing if we'll be able to stay in the apartment we have because maybe it doesn't it you know either I know we won't be making that much more, but at the same time, just the worry of rising rents and whatever. And we talked about, like, even if we were to move out of Boston, that
Yeah,
means that means he definitely needs to
get his car here.
get
I
his
told him the same thing. I'm like,
get a license. At the very least, get a license. And if we're not working the same shifts or relatively close to the same hours, he can at least get driven in with me
mm-hmm.
and whatever. But like, and the other issue is that if we were to move out of Boston, somebody won't be able to work because somebody has to be able to drive my mother around.
Oh yeah, that's true. Unless you like live close to like a line or a bus that takes you to the closest line.
Yeah, but either way, it's like if she has doctor's appointments
That's true. That's true.
and
I
you
mean, he
know,
should at least get his permit. That's a step. As long as
right,
he has that, then
right.
at least that will be some type of accomplishment. I keep telling them, like, just get your
Yeah,
permit,
yeah.
sign up for driving school if you're scared to drive, and take your time. As long as you have
Well,
a permit.
that's the other. I even asked him. That's the other thing. If he does the overnight here, at around there's a certain point where he has to go open a gate, and it's not. He can walk to it, but it's not. Especially this area, it's not the safest idea for him to go walk.
Oh yeah,
Especially if we have bad weather.
true.
Um, because we definitely have coyotes. Um, and again, it's not necessarily that far of a walk. It's just because of the time of day that it is. Hello, Andre. How are you? Thank you for coming in. It's just a matter of the time of day that,
Mm-hmm.
or the time of night, I should say. And even when he goes to open the gate, it's still gonna be dark out.
True.
So, and the coyotes are usually still pretty active at that time. So,
Yeah.
I remember one time last year, I drove down to the gate and all the coyotes were surrounding the gate. So I
You're
just
like,
said, to
hey.
them, I am not moving. I'm not getting my car. I got like four of them surrounding the vehicle.
Oh my
Not
goodness.
necessarily surrounded, like, but they're like in the general area of the vehicle.
Yeah.
And when they did kind of walk off a little bit, I did get out of the car and just looked inside the gate. And of course, there's like one, at least one on the other side of the gate. I go, yep, I'm going back to the car.
They're like, hey, you want to join our party?
Yeah, I'll wait for somebody else to show up before I open the gate. And stuff. So I'm like, yep, not doing it. And so, and the coyotes around here, they don't care. They just kind of look, they stare you down. Especially the mother, the female.
Oh yeah,
If
they're
it's
really
if the
dangerous.
same one, if it's the same one that's been here for the last few years, she has no fear of of the cars because she'll go 10 feet in front of the car and just turn around and look at you.
Mamas don't play.
And so, and it's a car. It's not like she can do anything.
Yeah.
And lately we've been having issues over near the Target and Wendy's, and like 4 or 5 o'clock, they've been finding at least one of the coyotes, and I'm thinking it's the mother, or it's either the female or one of them got shunned from the rest of the pack,
Hmm.
and it's been finding it's been like in the middle of traffic,
Oh,
which they normally wouldn't do. They usually wait for the traffic to die down before they start like hunting over at Wendy's or
hmm.
going through the parking lot or whatever. and stuff. But they've been fight like even one of my cousin's girlfriends posted a picture video a couple weeks ago. It couldn't have been. It's probably like I said, about probably 4 or 5 o'clock. And he's not like off to the side. He's like in the middle of the road with the cars driving by.
Oh my goodness.
And then he goes into the famous footwear parking lot.
Couldn't get his tennis shoes.
Maybe go get the China buffet.
Probably.
The seagulls hang out in the back of the restaurant.
Seagulls are smart. Like, we're
Yeah,
going to the back.
the seagulls sometimes are smart. They're like, we know you're gonna bring the food out this way. Maria, you want to come up for a minute and keep Stephanie company? Because I gotta go pee.
I gotta go potty.
I gotta go pee and I need to go upstairs to check the second floor since I'm on my floor.
Have your raccoon buddy showed up lately?
They've been around the building, and at some point I hear something crawling in the ceiling. They've recently been popping up back in the building. What was it, last night? I'm not, I didn't work was it Tuesday night? I didn't work Tuesday night, but I get the notifications for the camera. Saw two of them up on the second floor. And ironically, the other overnight guy called me, and I was like, so you got the raccoons taking care of the second floor, huh? He's like, oh, you saw that? I was like, yeah, it looks like they were heading out for a dinner date.
Oh boy. I'd be too scared to be
What
there.
was it like? What was it, back in July when the whole family was out running around the building? I'm guessing it was the two adults. There was at least 3 babies. The funny thing is, they kept showing up in front of one particular camera, and like they went by it back and forth in front of it a couple of times, then finally went through the door, and then a minute, like probably like 2 minutes, about 20 minutes later, they came back around the same camera, and then the last time they showed up on camera, they went up to the second floor. I was like, so you mean to tell me y'all just did a lap around the wall and then finally decided to go upstairs?
They're getting their exercise in.
Yeah, and them and the rats. The rats are the more fun part. I don't know what's more scary or entertaining, the rats or the raccoons.
I'd be scared of the raccoons because of rabies.
Well, the rats carry rabies and parasites too, so.
True.
Apparently, possums are the ones you don't have to worry too much about.
Oh no, possums! Those possums in Florida are vicious.
But apparently, they don't. They apparently they can get rabies, but they're for the most part they're immune to the rabies. You know, they're. I want to because I've seen a couple of videos on them and stuff. I remember the first time I seen a possum, and I don't know why they put an O in front of it when nobody pronounces the O.
Because it's silent.
Yeah, but still. And then when you go to look at the word, you're like, that's not how you spell possum. Where the hell did O come from? And then all of a sudden you go, oh, possum. So I remember the first time we saw, I've told this story a couple of times. Tigers can be a bit scary too. Just a little, right? Just a little scary.
Just a little.
I think as far as those domesticated cats, I think the one that as beautiful as it looks, I would be scared to have is the Savannah.
Oh yeah, I like the Sphinx. Those are beautiful.
And those the bald ones,
No, the ball ones are. I forget what they're.
wings.
Yeah, thanks. Something like that. They're pretty though. Those are like hypoallergenic cats, but then they still smell because of the skin. So
Yeah, I think you have. I think like humans, you kind of have to lotion them up,
yeah, they're
especially on sunny days.
yeah, you have to get them good SPF, and then I think you got to give them an oatmeal bath because their skin's very sensitive.
Yeah, no, but the savannas are what I want to say they're basically domesticated cheetahs.
Oh, they're so beautiful though.
Because they stand like I want to say they're like the Great Dane of domestic cats.
Basically.
I seen a cat that looked like I don't know what kind of like what other cat can get that tall or close to that height, but I remember there was a cat that got left behind here where I work when the stables were still here. And before they shut the stables down for good, I helped get it relocated
hmm
and adopted and got it adopted. Um, Thanks to the other people that worked for the stables, they had connections to they had connections to rescues or whatever. So we found I got the I managed to get the cat in a carrier. Um, and the woman that ran the rescue, I believe it was like Somerville Medford line.
mm
Um, we went to go visit him while she had him, and she had a couple other cats that she was fostering. She had I don't know if all of them were special needs cats, because he became special needs because he was positive for feline leukemia.
Oh,
So she had to keep him isolated in his own room
yeah.
because feline leukemia is highly contagious between other cats. Um, so he got left. So she had one cat that, and I don't think I have the picture anymore. It might be somewhere on my Facebook that he could stand up on the stair banister.
Wow.
Like I want to say his head was probably just above my knee.
Standing on his hind legs?
No, on all fours.
Oh my goodness, that's a tall cat.
Like he was a tall cat. I'm like, okay, I've seen big cats before, but that's like first. But it was like it looked like any other domestic short hair. Like it was gray and
Yeah.
white. Like it had the gray, a little bit of gray on its head. Most of his face was white, and then his back was gray, and white paws or whatever. And like I looked, I was like, "That's a tall cat." I'm like, I mean, when she opened the door, like I've never like jumped back because of a cat. When she opened the door and I see this thing that's like up to my kneecap, and I'm
Like, are
going,
you a dog? Or are
at
you a
first I'm
cat?
like, what the fuck is? I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, that's a big cat. It wasn't heavy. It was kind of like Smokey, where it was like thin body type, just a tall, long-legged cat.
Wow.
And so, in the sad part, he was. I guess they considered him. I think it was him or her. I don't remember. But I think they considered that to be special needs, or not necessarily special needs. They found, I believe she told me, they found that cat roaming the streets, I think in Somerville, and it was declawed.
Oh.
And anyone that has cats or thinks of having cats, do not declaw your cat. It's
Did they do
inhumane.
all four of them or just the front two?
It's extremely inhumane. Basically, what you're doing is you're cutting off the first knuckle of their toes, front
Okay.
or back. And what happened? And if you there's videos. There's I think it's called. I believe the documentary is called Paw Project as well, because they started Paw Projects. I believe started with big cats that were like in the circus or like in entertainment because they were declaring those animals, the big
Aw.
cats, so they to make them less dangerous to work
Still
with.
gonna be dangerous regardless. That's
Yeah, well, you
things
just
are
made them even more
humongous.
dangerous because you took away their first line of defense. So now the only line of defense that they have is to bite you.
True.
And what they were finding out when they started working on the bigger cats, you know, at least this particular project was not only were they, because the way cats' nails grow, it grows from the tip of their finger. It's not like ours that, kind of grows on, above the skin.
Mhm.
It's not like attached to our fingernail, our finger bones,
Yeah.
you know. But what ends up happening is sometimes nail fragments are left inside the pad, which it makes it uncomfortable. Second, um, because the nail grows out of the bone of the of the toe beans or like out of their toe um bones. It sounds weird saying toe bones. The bones in their toes.
Purple gloves. Oh yeah, I could see it kind of because of the light.
No gloves, gloves. Gloves, no gloves. Gloves,
It's
no
magic.
gloves. Don't you wish putting gloves on were this easy?
Oh yeah.
But because their nail grows out of their the bones in their paws, even though the tip gets cut off, it sometimes it'll start growing back under the skin, under the inside their toes. So that's one of the reasons why they end up with bathroom issues and um behavioral issues after being declawed because now it hurts to
Yeah.
paw at anything.
Oh, poor kitties.
And like I said, you took away their first defense and their first warning to you, because some cats, if they, most cats won't initially just scratch you.
Yeah.
They'll have their nails out and they'll do this kind of thing, like
Mhm.
keep going, and it's not going to be pretty. They give you a warning
Yeah.
when you declaw them, you take that away from them. You take away their ability to give you a warning or like
Yeah,
so.
true.
In that paw project, they're slowly but surely trying to make it illegal in all 50 states to declaw a cat.
Yeah. I should. As much as this hurts, I mean, if you leave the cat alone, it's not gonna scratch you.
No, but some people do it because they don't want their furniture scratched up. They they don't want their kids to get scratched up.
Then why have a cat then?
Exactly. That's the bigger thing is like if you're gonna alter the animal, don't have it.
Yeah.
If you can't live with its natural instincts, don't have it.
That's true.
So, but
Then you're gonna go potty, woman. What happened?
well, I was hoping Maria would come up and keep you company.
Go to the bathroom before you pee yourself.
Angel, you want to come up and keep Stephanie company?
No, he fell asleep.
Yeah, Maria most likely fell asleep.
Probably.
DM me if you want to come up, Angel. At least
He
for a
said,
minute. I would love to come up for a minute. We can have tea and scrub it.
"What is a scrumpet? I've never heard of
No, I meant crumpets, but I was trying to be silly.
scrumpets." It's Zach Shooter. What does he think? He's from England.
Did That's what Jim Carrey said in Dumb and Dumber, right?
I
In
think
the in the beginning of the movie when he's talking to the Australian chick, we can have tea and scrumpets.
I know scrumpets is a word. I just can't remember what it is.
Du, du, du.
Yep, this one is definitely attached to me. He literally fell asleep right on top of me.
Is it you're my mommy?
Yeah. And if I get up, he's gonna start crying.
It's like, where'd you go?
Yeah, I literally just went to the bathroom and he's already crying. I'm like, dude, 2 seconds.
Look, they're needy. You're not supposed to shut the door.
I didn't shut the door. I left it open so he could come in and out.
It's a wonderful magic trick when you go to the bathroom and then you open the door and you have a cat sitting right there.
Somebody was telling me they do that because they consider you part of their pack, and when animals go to use the bathroom, that's when they're most vulnerable. So
Yeah.
they're watching you to protect you. I was like, oh, that's cute. I'm like,
Yeah,
that
it's like when
explains
I
why
go.
Peanut does
The
it.
the best part is when I like go into Kirk's room and like the door's closed and like now I have both of them outside the door and at least one of them starts crying.
They're like, are you okay? Do you need assistance?
Especially Smokey. Every now and again, Shorty will cry. Shorty's the best because he doesn't cry. And when he does, you're like, "Is that you?" And you know it's him because he has a very distinct cry. He still sounds like a kid. Like even when I get him mad, and he wants to whine and disapproval.
Shorty is definitely a different breed of cat.
I think he was definitely meant to be a barn cat.
Yeah, I could see that.
Well, his mother was a barn cat, so. And I think for the first 6 weeks of his life, he was a barn kid. And he stayed in the stable tack
Oh,
room.
they were born there.
I don't know if they were born there or born at the person's house, but I think they would either leave the mother either in the tack room at night Not even. She just roamed around the friggin' property. But I think when they could catch her, they would take her home
Oh.
and stuff. But because when she was, I have pictures and video of her like up in the security office with me, sitting in the middle of the road, just like pregnant with Shorty and his siblings.
Hmm.
And so like she could care like you think Shorty has a I don't care attitude. DM me. I was waiting for you to DM me.
Hmm.
He was waiting for the link. I was waiting to be DM'd. I was waiting to get messaged.
Message. You have been messaged.
All right, let's see who gets the message sent out first. There it goes. I love you. I love you, Angel. He messaged me. I love you, April. I love you, April. Yeah, I know he's already busting out laughing right now. So what did you say? You thinking of calling him?
The black one?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's if we keep him. I don't know. We shall
Well,
see.
he's already adopted you.
I know. As soon as he got into the house, he literally just stared at me for like the first 20 minutes. I'm like, what?
He's like, you look like a mommy.
And I went to the living room to get the other one because she was running away. And he literally followed me. I was like, oh,
He's like,
somebody's attached.
I think you're mine
You're my
now.
person.
I think you're mine now. I think I'm gonna adopt you. They know who needs them and they need them. So
That's true.
that's why he's like, I don't know. She seems cool.
Yeah. That's how
She
Peanut was. At first, Peanut was attached to Noah. And then when we moved, Peanut just became attached to me when I got sick. So
yeah, he just looked at you. Go, I think she's special, and I think I'm gonna adopt. she needs she needs extra loving.
especially now.
Same with Angel. Angel just needs extra loving. He's
Hey,
special.
Hello.
Steph.
He's calling you, Stephanie.
What I do?
Nothing, but I just want to say this. Steph, I need your loving. Got to have all your loving. Steph, I need your loving. Got to have
Apparently,
all your loving.
apparently somebody needs all your loving.
But I love you as a friend there, Steph.
Oh,
Well,
well, just
at least the boundaries are clear.
Active shooter says, ouch.
Oh yeah, turn
me
your
and
volume down.
All right, let me go.
Yeah,
me and
just
Sugar are gonna fight.
a little bit. Yeah, it kind of like my ears too are going.
Is that better now, or a slight
Yeah,
little more?
yeah, that's a little good. What do you think, people? Is it a little better now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah. All right, now I can pee. You guys can entertain the one person still left in the chat.
What's this?
Oh,
All right, Stephanie, active shooter, fight.
Fight. He wouldn't dare. Look at this. You got dog hair all over you, kitty.
Active Shooter is asking if he can time me out.
Shooter, you don't want any of this. You look like a little fool. Would he disappear completely?
Thanks a lot, Angel. You got that song in my head now. Stop. You know you love me. I'll be right back.
Who's disappearing? Where did Maria go? I think Maria abandoned us.
I think Maria probably stepped away for a bit.
She fell asleep. Maria, wake up. What's the fun of having a ranch when you can't? Because you're supposed to watch for trolls. Wait, who are you gonna hit with the wrench? I'm lost. Bless you.
Excuse me, Steph. And thank you, Steph.
You're welcome. I'm the troll. You know what, Shooter? You're just a troublemaker. He's the troll. I can't.
It's always great being here with you, April and Steph.
Did you work today?
No, I had today off. I work tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah, that song's stuck in my head now.
I was like, oh, April's coming. I can hear her singing.
It's all Angel's fault.
Yeah.
The song stuck in my head. And then Maria was here. She'll be like, finally, some karma. People got a song stuck in her head. This
I'll
is the
laugh when
good
she shows up.
shh.
The security's
Nobody's back.
Yeah, shooter, behave yourself.
Yes, remember there's no smoking on the street. No smoking on the street. I should look. So last week, I was trying to help Kirk figure out his budget, at least for this month.
Oh yeah. Did he cancel his card? He told me he was gonna do it.
Which card?
His Discover, I think.
I don't think he should cancel it. I think he just needs to.
Yeah, because Discover is hard to get. That's a good card to have.
Not
he could
even
set
just
a
that.
limit.
He needs something for his credit.
Yeah, he could set himself. I told him to call the company and set a limit where you're comfortable at, and when things get better, you can take the limit out. It's not just so he won't overspend, you know.
No, well, yeah. Well, the problem is he not to put his stuff out. He told me roughly. First, I got confused because he said he was paying daily or weekly the total amount for the like whatever his amount is for the month.
Yeah.
You know, whatever his monthly bill is. And he told me the amount that the monthly bill is. I'm like, and I like I said, I broke down this month specifically because there's 5 weeks,
Mhm.
and you know, or he should get 5 paychecks this month for the month of September, and I broke it down not only for the bills that he already has, but pretending like because Peter's trying to move out, so the little bit that this portion that he was paying is gonna fall back on me, my mother, and Kirk.
Yeah.
So, you know, I told him pretend like you're already paying that, and you don't have to add it to the total of your rent right now, but put it to the side,
Mhm.
right? So I literally broke it down for each check. I was like, with this check, you can actually pay up. He told me when his new bill. Ironically, most of his bills seem to all come at the end of the month,
Yeah.
which kind of stinks. But I told him, I said, okay, since your bills come, the only bill that I know doesn't come in at the end of the month is the cell phone because that's under my name. So I find out. Hello, Emily. Welcome back, Julianne. Unless you've
You
been
could
here.
pay one bill each week if it makes it easier.
Right, no. And I told him, I said, I go, if you do roughly how I broke this down, at the end of the month, you should have at least 500, close to 500, give or take, left over because you technically have an extra check.
Yeah.
And I think most of the time we get about 4 weeks a month
Mhm.
in pay, and every now and again we get,
An
you know,
extra.
depending on when you get paid, you know, you get that fifth week that's technically an extra check.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're smart, you'll leave it alone and or put it somewhere to either make an extra payment on a credit card or put it some of it in savings,
Mm-hmm.
whatever. But I broke it down, including the extra amount that we're gonna be paying once Peter stops paying. You know, the portion that he was helping with.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, okay. So I was like, so this is what you're gonna do. Since you know, I think it was the credit card and I think the cable both came towards the end of the month. I said, okay, so do yourself a favor. Since you're gonna worry about rent, don't even and go. If the due date is in the middle of the next month, then you have until, let's say, the 10th to get those paid.
Yeah.
That means the first week you pay one of those in maybe the electric. The next week you pay the other one and
Mm-hmm.
the cell, you know, have the money ready, put to the side for the cell phone, you know, and Brett, I was like, and you gotta budget out the junk food or whatever that you spend every month
Yeah.
or every week. I said, so if you estimate once a week you're spending roughly $100 between the junk food you get for work and takeout, then or I go at the very least you gotta cut it down to where you're not spending any more than 100. At least for this month, you need to like really restrict yourself this particular month, so you can, you know, start building for the, into October.
Yeah.
And as you start building it, like, and I broke it down to the point where I was like, okay, after you pay these couple bills, you're left with this much, you know, once everything is paid. If you don't touch it until the next check, you pay these bills. Now you have this much after everything is paid. Leave it alone. By the, you end up dipping into whatever you had left from the following week before, but at the end of the month, he's still gonna end up with a few $100.
Yeah.
You know, and I have to look. He did. He kind of stupid. I don't know if he said he was gonna try to follow it, but I think he already didn't because he sent me money for the cell phone bill, and I don't need cell phone money until after the 10th.
Mm.
So
Well, you
I
could put it towards it now, can't you?
yeah, well, technically I could use that for the electric bill because the
All right.
electric, and then if he follows it, that means this Friday he should be sending me money for the electric, technically, but I can put it towards the cell phone
There you go.
and stuff. But because the other issue he has, especially with the cell phone, he always gives me the money just before or right when the bill is due, but
Uh,
from last month. So he's always a month behind on the cell phone.
can't he? Doesn't T-Mobile let you like split it or pay your portion of it?
Yeah, I can pay portions of it, but what I've been doing lately, because my Russell's on my plan as well,
Yeah.
um, and my mother. What I've been doing is, as long as I have the money, I just pay it all up front, and then
Oh, okay.
he could, no, because I was getting late fees because I was letting him pay his portion, and I kept going, why is it $15 more than it was last month? No, we didn't do anything different, and then I realized that I was slowly accumulating late fees every time I waited for him to pay it. I was like,
Mm.
look, pay the bill when it comes out. If you can't pay it that week, pay it within 10 days of it coming out.
Yeah, my mom has it set automatically.
I don't like doing that because you never know when you won't have that amount in your account.
Yeah. Well, she
And
does it
then,
like that because my sister will give her the money in the beginning of the month, so then that will just be for that. Because it's between them two right now.
yeah. No, and right, like I said, right now with me or with him, if he stays somewhat true to, you know, stays to what I laid out for this month, it will help him to be able to stay on track and pay his bills either when they come out or within the first week of them coming out
Yeah, that's true.
and before they're due. That way he doesn't accumulate any late fees.
Yeah.
And when he told me how he was paying the credit card, I'm like, why don't you just pay it all at once? Or split it between. I go, and if you have an extra $25, add to it because that's what's gonna bring the that 25 might not seem like a lot, but it's gonna help you to bring it down.
Yeah.
And whenever at the end of the month after you paid the rent, if you have extra money left over, put another 50 towards the credit card.
Yeah. That's the way my mom does it too. She gets a little extra, she'll pay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Because as long as he's making payments, he's fine.
Well, that and if he's paying it on time.
Yeah, that's true. That's what I told him. I was like, if you buy something and it's under $100 and you have the money there, pay it off then, right? If you have that extra money, just do it right then and there. Don't wait. Because they're going to see that, like, okay, and that goes towards your good credit.
I mean, the good thing is, all my credit cards are, almost maxed out, or like just, not that far from being maxed out. But what keeps my credit good is that I've never been late on any of my payments.
Yeah, that's the only thing that kills you is the late payments. Even if you can't make a payment, he should still call, be like, hey, I can't do this, and they'll work with you.
Right.
Be willing to be like, hey, I can't do it because so and so. Is there any way we can try to figure this out?
Yeah, I've thought about calling to see if I can get the money.
Hey, April.
Yeah.
It's almost 11 here in Arizona, and I have to work tomorrow, so I'm gonna go ahead and get ready to go to bed.
All right. You have a good night. Thank you for coming up. Appreciate
Well,
you.
I wish I could have stayed longer, but happy to have come on for as long as I have.
Right.
I love you, April, and you too, Steph.
I love you too, man.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet dreams.
Good night, everyone.
I knew I saw like something.
Hey, little miss, what are you doing? Nope. Little miss is up now. I don't think I'm gonna sleep at all tonight. But it's fine. It's okay. I can sleep during the day. Hey, don't bite that. You're gonna sleep on my foot, really? You're so weird.
To see if you'll. Well, it's maybe too soon to try that. I was gonna say, should see if you'll sleep with Peanut.
She wanted to go in the cage with him, but
too enclosed.
yeah. Well, his cage is not that big. It's like enough for him. So
Yeah.
yeah. But we're gonna get them a small little cage so when we go out they don't get into trouble because we have my brother's plants in the living room and
Yeah.
we're just afraid they're gonna attack them and try to eat them. His
Yeah.
peanut ate him a couple of times and he's gotten sick, so he learned his lesson the hard way.
Are they special plants?
Um, No. It's well, the plants they have, they're very toxic for animals. They're not
Oh,
animal friendly. He has like a very exotic plants. Mr. Kitty, what are you doing?
look, we're at 2 hours. Yay! But I was alone for at least a half hour.
I would have came on faster, but
No,
these
I
little
was alone for a half hour. Was it like 20 minutes? And then
these,
Sarah came in.
these little rugrats here did not want to go on the bed so I can close the door. Kept following me.
Later, Angel.
Now she's playing with the paint roller, like the sponge. She's having a
Yeah.
ball.
Look, everything's a toy when they're that young.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, what's this? I can do this and I can do that and I can jump on it and I can bite it and I can scratch it. And
Yeah. I gotta sweep tomorrow
the only
because
things that my cats broke when they were kitten, especially Smokey because he was a climber.
we don't have really that much stuff that they can climb on besides our beds.
No, but I had the wired shelves,
Oh yeah.
and he climbed up the wired shelves, knocked over one of my Coca-Cola glasses. That fell and broke a red vase I had on the floor. And I'm like, really?
He's like, but mom.
No. The funny thing with Smokey is he gives you the innocent look.
Oh yeah.
Like
I'm
it's
just a
like
baby.
like like he'll walk by like I don't know what you're talking about. It wasn't me. I'm cute.
That's what Peanut does when he misses, because we have like little pads so he can go to
Yeah.
the bathroom when I don't take him outside. Oh, he'll miss. I'm like,
I know people call it puppy dog eyes, but I'm like, let's call them the Disney eyes when they just kind of look up at you like,
yeah, he just gives you that face like, what? It wasn't me.
I didn't do nothing. Look, I'm cute.
Yeah.
I'm cute, remember?
Yeah.
Shorty, on the other hand, he was kind of like, what?
He's like, I did it and what?
What happened? He'll run for me because he knows I'll put his face in his own pee. They say with cats that you can't do that to cats because they don't get it. Like they're like, I don't get why you're mad. I just went to the bathroom.
Yeah. Listen, little miss, my toe is not a toy.
Like that's what you say.
Yeah. She's like
That's
trying to
what,
climb my legs. I'm not a scratching post. Cut it out.
yeah, Felpro Kitty. That's always the fun part when you're trying to feed them. They climb up your leg.
Yeah.
I think Gizmo was the only. No, Smokey might have tried once or twice, but Gizmo was the hungry one. Like he's the one that wanted all the food. Have a good one. Bring us back something nice. Wait, you're in England, right? So do you make the proper English breakfast with the egg? According to what I saw on James Corden, it's bacon, not sunny side up. Eggs over easy, beans and toast, right?
Beans for breakfast, really?
Baked beans, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. I kind of had the same. Oh, really? Baked beans?
I
I
mean, they're
mean,
filling, so I can see why, but
and then you get the fat all morning.
it's like us for bread. We're so used to it here in America. In other places, they consider it as a dessert. They barely eat bread.
Better than us.
Oh, she's drinking water. Good job.
Yeah, don't give them milk.
Yeah, Noah's like, give her milk. I'm like, no, no, you can't give baby cats milk. It's water. Any milk they're allowed to have is from their mom.
No, apparently once they start weaning from their mother parents, with the father actually is milk.
I
I
do.
don't do fried breakfasts anymore, but yeah, you're close.
Are you a fruit kind of breakfast guy? I feel like you are. In a heart and an egg.
But now I want to. Thanks a lot.
It's all Shooter's fault.
He didn't even tell us that he was having eggs. I just brought it up, and now I'm like, I want eggs.
Well, but he said breakfast, so he made you think about it. The only meat I eat is chicken, cod, barley wants chicken and cod.
Oh, so you're going towards the vegetarian. It's just funnier to screw up the word.
Vegetarian. Not all together.
Not together.
Mm.
Well, I would hope not.
I'm doing that too, eating more
Cod.
vegetables than meat.
So if cod is your fish of choice, is it fish and chips,
Fish and chips.
which is really uh, fish and fries? 'Cause
French fries.
they call them
Yeah.
chips.
And then they call potato chips, I think, crisps.
Crisps, yeah.
You England people are so
Not
weird.
not together. So you have chicken in the beginning of the month and cod at the end of the month, or in the middle of the month. Something like that.
You're gonna get your nail stuck in the rug again. Cut it out. Don't give me
Mhm.
attitude, miss. She is one feisty little cat.
Sausage, bacon, eggs, fried tomato, beans, black pudding, and
Ew, black pudding.
maybe hash browns.
Is black pudding what I think it is?
What do you think it is?
Um,
Blood pudding?
no, it's like it's a sausage, but it's made with like the blood of an animal. I think Irish people call it haggis.
Haggis.
Yeah, and we call it mondongo. It's like the blood of pork
Pig
sausage.
blood.
Yeah, it's nasty. Yeah, okay, I was right.
I can't have it anyway.
Oh, look who finally decided to come back.
Okay, I'm awake. You missed all the excitement. It was pig blood and everything.
Ew.
No.
Haggis. Yeah, see?
Scottish
Yeah, we have
call it
something
haggis.
similar to that too.
They call it haggis. And they hit the ball in the gopher hole.
Yeah, Puerto Ricans have that too. Called mondongo. It's so nasty. My mom loves it. I don't.
Yeah, I'm already kind of getting a gag reflex. I'm kind of like,
That's what you can't have pork, right?
yeah, that's not why I'm having a gag reflex, because I occasionally still have bacon and sausage. Although I made a homemade cheeseburger the other night and put fried egg on it, and it
Oh,
literally tasted like a sausage, egg, and cheese.
nice.
I was like, finally, I can still have some. If I season everything the way that I did the other night, I can make it. All I've been putting in my homemade burgers is salt, pepper, and onion powder.
Oh, that's good.
But my eggs, on the other hand, I have a whole list of seasoning I put on my eggs.
And
Salt, pepper, parsley, oregano, sometimes turmeric, um, and sage.
ooh, sage. Does it taste good? Somebody was telling me to try that. It tastes good.
Yeah, I heard that you gotta tread kind of like ginger. You gotta
Oh, a little
tread
bit.
lightly with it,
Yeah.
or it could be overpowering. So like I mean, all my seasoning I really just kind of do a dash, or like a quick, unless I'm making like something that needs to be marinated, where more seasoning. Like the Peruvian chicken I made a couple of weeks ago, I'm like, okay, this is a keeper.
Carmadon? What's
The fish and chips is only on a Friday.
fish and chips? You know they're
Carm.
called French fries, not chips, shooter. You know that, right?
Yeah, no, it's because us Americans we have to be different.
The French fry.
And they're probably not even French.
Luna, what's the matter? Come here. Why are you crying? Come here. Oh boy. Miss Diva is awake. Come here. What's the matter? You're looking for your brother? You want to go down and play with your sister? There you go. Look, he's right here. Hey, look, he's right here. No. Oh, this little girl. Where are you going? Hey, you can't go back
You
there.
gotta show us the kitties.
Luna, really? Get out of there. Come out of there, you
Hi,
guys.
Maria.
You can't go back there, Mama.
Maria, take your volumes off. Hello?
Oh, no.
Hello? Hey, Maria.
Hello? Does it work now?
There
Okay,
you go.
finally. Gosh.
Can you hear me
Why
now?
is it not working? Wow.
Cardamom.
So what you doing?
Me?
No, both of you.
Well,
What about the cat lady? Catwoman.
she's wrestling with them.
So do you have an official names already? Oh, Stephanie. Okay, now she's ignoring us.
No, I think the kittens are getting in trouble.
No, she was trying to climb behind the washer. And then I went to my room to get my charger for my iPad, and she's like following me. She's like,
Okay,
hey.
I'll see you soon. They
Oh,
got
no wonder.
scrambled eggs on toast with some grated red Lancaster cheese on top.
Lancaster cheese. That sounds good.
Hello, people in the chat.
Well, it depends on what kind of cheese it actually is.
Is it like Havarti? I love Havarti cheese.
When you said red Lancaster, it makes me think like Munster, because isn't that the one of the cheeses that has like a yellowish red
Yeah,
rim?
it's the orange brine, yeah.
Wait, what kind of cheese, Stephanie?
Munster cheese? Like
No, but
Herman Munster.
you said Kabarni, or I'm like,
Oh yeah, Havarti.
Havarti.
It's a
Okay.
it's
I
a
was like, wait,
very
I never heard about that cheese. So I was like, what
it's
kind of cheese?
it's a
It's
very
a,
milky cheese.
it's
Yeah,
a
but it's really good.
Manchester.
It's expensive though, but it's really good. It's like good for like if you're gonna have something with seafood or something, that cheese is good with that.
Oh, okay.
I did Lancaster. Now it's gonna be stuck in my head. Now I'm looking.
Where'd the Luna go? Oh, there you
I can't look it up. I'm on Google.
are. Google.
I'm on Chrome, so I can't. Technically, I can't look up on.
Goat cheese is good too. My mom grew up on goat's milk.
I find goat cheese is just a slightly creamier version of feta.
Yeah, basically, without the nasty acidity to it. It's the only reason why I don't like feta, because I don't like the brine that they use to make the cheese.
Feta cheese.
Yeah,
I think it's too salty.
yeah, it's the juice that they use. That's how they preserve it.
Yeah.
Is it lemon juice?
No, it's pure. It's like salt, basically salt.
Oh,
You
salt
never
lemon?
had feta cheese, April?
No, I have feta cheese all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you get it from the deli, that's the old school way. It's the Italian version. They salt it out, and it's so nasty. I was like, oh.
No, I get it
Try to
from
get
the.
one.
I get it over near the Italian cheeses.
We try to get one of those little like buckets. I forgot the brand again. That they sell in Costco. Oh my god, that thing was too salty. I'm like, no.
Excuse you, sir. Why are you biting my foot?
It's tasty.
Apparently, one of them has my other foot, and the other one's playing with the other one. Oh boy.
They're trying to give you catecures.
Catecures.
Pedicures? What the heck?
They're trying to do her nails.
Oh my god.
They're gonna scrape away all the dead skin. Scrape your cuticles with their Velcro nails.
Yeah, he was already licking my foot when I got out of the shower because my feet were still wet. I'm like, you and your sandpaper tongues.
I remember my cat Gizzy. As she started getting older, she would try to groom me more. And one time, she spent so much time on one side of my head, I didn't realize their tongue was actually that wet because it feels so dry.
Yeah.
That when I went to touch my head, I go, I didn't know it was that wet. Because she literally just sat there. And I'm like, okay, cool. And then she's finished, and I'm like, I might need a shower.
Thank you, but now I need another shower.
To be honest with you, it's that freaking hot over here that I go to the bathroom and I put like a whole bunch of water in my head, like in my hair. And then next thing you know, it's drying so fast. I'm like, oh my god.
I saw that it got up to 100 there today.
Yeah, our bathrooms are bad too during the heat waves.
It was in the high 80s today, but they say on Friday it's gonna be like 90s, in the 90s. I'm like, oh no.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I was looking at it. Yeah, some places are supposed to get to 100.
Yeah, in the Bay Area, it's like 100 over there. Then Modesto, oh my goodness.
Yo, did you see the video clips of Rhode Island? Stephanie, maybe?
No.
Because I don't know how much East Coast stuff you guys see unless it's a like national, some kind of disaster or something. But they were showing video clips of I-95 in Rhode Island, and it was completely flooded in from the rain.
Oh, that's crazy. Oh yeah, because we got a flood warning. I saw that the other day. Good thing I live on the 3rd floor.
No, I kind of looked at it, I go, did they really get that much rain? Because, I mean, we got rain too, and we didn't get our usual flooding.
Yeah.
You guys are lucky. You guys have cold weather over there.
As soon as
Oh,
September
you
1st came
think we're
around, we
lucky?
felt the
Listen,
cold.
you think we're lucky, but when there's 2 feet of snow outside, you can't go anywhere, including outside your front door. And it's not as fun
Yeah.
I
anymore.
love
It's
this.
beautiful when it first sets, and then when you realize you gotta shovel yourself out.
You're like, damn. Why
And
did I move here again?
no,
Uh-huh.
and I mean, I actually don't mind shoveling. My biggest issue is you got the plows, and obviously they got to do their job. When they come around and the shovel push the shovel right back in front of your car, you're like, dude, you see me over here, right?
I know.
Can you push it over there?
They're so bad about that. It's not even
No,
funny.
what's worse is like where I live, like they'll push it. Like one year they pushed the snow in the middle of my parking space. I'm like,
Oh my
you didn't
god.
even put it at the edge of the parking space. You put it in the middle. Like,
Like, no one's gonna park it. Let's just put it there.
no, and then while they're doing it, like I kept giving them fucking, excuse my language. Yeah, I'm still mad about it. So,
After all these
I
times,
kept giving
still
I
mad
kept
at
giving them
it.
dirty looks because they just made it that much harder for me to move the snow. And now my car's in the middle of the driveway because I have nowhere else to put my car.
Yeah. Or that one year that we had like back-to-back snow storms.
Yeah.
Like,
What was
that
it?
was crazy. A lot of the people over here were getting hit by plows because the snowbanks are so high, and they weren't even taking it because they gave them permission to put it in the parks, and then they gave them permission to dump it in the lake in the like little channel.
Yeah, it's illegal to put it in the lake, but they were. I know
They were
here.
desperate.
I know they were. I know here they were allowing because of where I work. There's empty parking lots, so they were having them dump the as much of the snow as they can over in our the parking lots that weren't being used.
Yeah, they did the same thing over here because we got like 2 big parks, and those were full. So then the city's like, you know what, just dump it in the water because they were that
And then
desperate.
they get in trouble with the state.
Well, they got permission because the way that they
So,
were
yeah,
doing.
I mean, I understand why because you don't know what's in the middle of the snow.
Yeah.
Because like it was hilarious. Here you see these big mounds of snow, and then you see a Target carriage at the top of it.
Yeah.
Or you
Well, they
see,
were doing it here because they were like piling it on top, and you couldn't see, especially where I worked in the market basket. Like you couldn't see anybody trying to cross the little median, and there was a
yeah.
lady that hit, and she passed away. Just smack. I was like, oh, that's good. So when I went to work the next day, I could see the blood in the snow from where they dragged her. I was like, oh, that's just wrong.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and he's like, oh, I didn't do it. I'm like,
Yeah,
there's a
because
camera.
unfortunately, people either can't or don't clear their sidewalks, and the city doesn't clear all sidewalks either. Because some places, it's not there's no ownership. It's just a walkway, and the city doesn't clear it.
But
So
they clear the roads, right?
yes,
Yeah, they do here.
so what
Where I
people
work is the market basket. They own that, so they did it. But the
no,
little
and
walkway,
so what people end up doing is because they can't access all the sidewalks, they walk in the street.
mm-hmm.
So they because the street is clearer than the sidewalk. So you go in. If you see a car coming or you hear it coming from behind you, if you can step to the side, you step to the side. But like now we have cars and people sharing the road.
Mm-hmm.
And at night especially, it's very understandable that the plows won't. You don't always see the person.
Oh, he could from the because they took the CCTV from Market Basket. There's a
Yeah.
The a camera right there at the corner caught it. She pushed the lights because it has like those blinking lights they added because a lot of people were getting hit there.
Yeah.
And he refused to stop because the banks are so high, so he couldn't really tell if the person crossed or not. So as she was crossing, he like went so fast because I guess according to him, he didn't see her. I was like, how can you not see her? She was literally right there, like she was wearing a bright
Yeah.
ass.
The only argument about not seeing someone during while there's like snow, lots of snow, any amount of snow, is unless they're wearing all white.
Yeah,
It's
true.
like,
Well, she had that like reflective stuff, and it was at 12 o'clock in the afternoon, so that's not an excuse for him just to.
right.
Yeah, and you could see people running towards the store, like call the ambulance, call the ambulance. I was like, that is scary. His excuse was, oh, I didn't see her. I'm like, the lights were literally flashing. You could see it because the city came out and like took the snow that was off the lights so that the people can cross by.
Yeah.
But he
I
refused.
thought
He's
you
like,
lost to people.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the plow guys, they turn into the police where they can do what they want.
well, he wasn't what is it? He didn't have a contract with the city. He was just doing it. Just how some people they need
They do
extra
it.
plows. So
Yeah.
he had a car. So he's like, yeah, I'll do it. And so he thought the city was gonna bail him out. I was like, no, you don't have a contract with the city. So he had to pay a very hefty fine. I feel bad for the lady. She was
Yeah.
going home to like feed her grandkids and never came back. So sad.
So
Oh, he dragged her 150 feet from where she got hit.
which is
Almost halfway to downtown, basically. And then
no
where her
kind of like
where her body was, it was on the train tracks. It was a train that like the trolley is the one that discovered her because they were doing a crash.
no, because I'm trying to compare it to like a football field because football field's 100 yards, which means it's 300 feet. So third of the way would be almost halfway of a football field.
Wait,
Yeah.
what happened? Sarah said, well, this is dark.
Oh, because you're
Well,
talking about
this went dark.
That was one of the worst ones too. Another one was a few kids got hit, but nothing too bad. What are you two little mischievous cats doing?
They're like, we're playing.
Yeah, they were. Oh, now you guys want to be quiet.
Welcome back, Sarah.
But yeah, that was one of the saddest stories because it happened right in front of the store. He thought he was gonna get away with it. I was like, no, you're not. There's so many cameras around Market Basket stores.
I just went to...
Yeah, that was sad. You could see it in the video, her crying, and you could see him back up and drag the body. I was like,
I just tuned in.
Hi, Rod.
I just tuned into the body being dragged.
Hi, Nick.
Hi, Nick Gear. Hi, Russ. How you doing, Russ?
Ow, why are you... I am not a scratching post, little one. Stop.
Watch her be in a couple of days saying, my legs are really scratched now.
They are already scratched to begin with. I have both of them. Attacking one is attacking the back of my foot. The other one is attacking the foot. Ow, stop. You're supposed to like me, not attack me.
Well, that's the way they show you love. Come on.
I don't like this kind of love.
You gotta show the fur balls.
Well, I can't complain because Peanut does the same thing. He bites me. He thinks it's funny.
Show the fur balls.
I have the picture of the fur balls right there. Whoa.
Yeah, no, but show them attacking, being doubles. Yeah, it's a cat.
Was he the same person that was having the surgery? I can't remember. Ow! Really, Luna?
What are the names again? Okay,
The
don't say, bro. You're gonna
girl,
scare me.
black and tan one is a girl. My mom, we named her Luna, and then the all black one, we don't know if we're gonna keep them or not.
Wait, so they're with you to choose which ones you guys want?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we might keep the black one because he is kind of cute and he's already kind of attached to me.
Oh.
5 in here, but 4 likes.
Okay. Probably the fifth one is me because I'm watching you through my TV, so I can't yeah.
Like,
You
yeah.
can like it through the TV.
No, because then I want to be signed in on mine, and I already gave a like.
Oh, okay. That's
Yeah,
good.
and
What's the best moment on
if I go
Jose's
without
stream
signing
tonight?
in, then it gives you more credit. You see what I mean?
Yes, that is me. I'm doing better. Going through PT and good paid meds.
Gotta love those pain medications.
Oh wait,
But
so
you
how was was it in what's it called? Surgery you're gonna get again, Russ?
So what happened on Jose's stream?
Little boy, what are you doing?
Stuff.
He's so weird. Come on, you want to come back up?
Yeah, I did like the stream. I came, I shared, I liked.
Oh, okay. I see what you guys are doing. Are you guys playing? Are you behaving? Are you causing trouble?
He's like, they're
A
gonna be,
little bit of both.
oh, mom, we're a little.
Yeah, well, one of them is doing like the famous little pounce pose, and the other one's just like, come on, I dare you. She's taunting him.
Yeah, surgery on the neck for a. Oh, okay. So how did that go?
Neck or pinched nerve.
Ooh, pinch nerve. I had a pinched nerve on my back. Oh my god, that was hell. I couldn't even bend down or sit. It was hurting too much.
Wow.
Yeah, to the point where like I was working and halfway through my shift, I was like, I can't deal with this pain anymore. Because I had bent down to pick something up and I couldn't get back up. I was like, yeah, I need to move.
Jose got his
Jose hit.
second goal.
He got his goal. Nice. I know when I went into his stream, he was at 900 something, and you had just donated 100.
Is that for subs or is that for money?
Money.
Monies.
I think he was trying to raise money for a new computer.
Mm. You can get a nice computer then.
Yeah, I'm going. We know who. I know. We all know who. At least I know who your favorite streamer is.
Oh.
Again, the same thing over and over again.
Yeah, it's like Kermit calling me and Jake, ordinary people.
He actually called you ordinary people. Wow.
And Sarah and Julianne let me and Drange know that we weren't number one. We know how it is. We know.
That's
wow.
crazy. Glad you're okay though, because that pinch nerve surgery, I heard
It
it's
was the C3, C4. They cleaned out some more stuff in the canal. And Julian and Chris got dumped with wrenches. Oh yeah, I think I saw Julian got that. I didn't see that with Chris, but congrats to Julian and Chris for being wrenched. Yep, Sarah, I didn't think I would get one. It was nice of Jose to do that.
Wrench is for everybody. You get a wrench. You get a wrench.
Remember how I said I never lived that down? That's all right. Our friend Herman hasn't lived down the fact that he called me and Jacob from State Farm wearing khakis ordinary people.
Wow.
And that was probably what, like almost a year ago. And every now and again we bring it up again and go, thank you so much for blessing us ordinary people with your presence.
You should play the song from
Ordinary people.
Yeah, this should be your theme.
I didn't think I would get in that moment. Now will live on in my vlog, Sarah.
Poor Sarah.
In my birthday vlog, mind you.
Sarah, I would take that. It's better than being teased about mint chocolate chip. So
yeah, so
I think that's worse.
We got Herman with the ordinary people. We got Stephanie with Beavis and Butthead and mint chocolate.
Ew.
We now have Sarah. We now have Sarah. Denouncing her love for me and Drage.
And then Maria with her song.
And calling Jose her number one. And Julianne, although she also claimed that Jose was her number one, somehow she slipped through the crack. But I'm sure she'll say something eventually that we can hold against her for comedic purposes.
Oh, trust me, Sarah, it is a lot worse.
Yep.
Especially when she buys a mint chocolate ice cream. Like, here you go. Seriously?
No, what's better is when I'm at the supermarket and I come across mint chocolate and I take a picture and I send it to her and go, I was thinking of you.
Oh my God. I showed that to my mom. She's like, wow. I'm like, yeah, that's the love I get.
I bet you.
No, Julianne said Drage was number one. No, wait. She said he was number. Who said Drage was number one for vlogs? Because live streams, both me and Drage. I think one or both of you said that I was number two and Drage was actually number three as far as streams. Which I'll take the number two spot, so I have at least one little thing to rub it in Drage's face going, I'm number two. You're only number three in streams. So
ow! You just bit me. Why?
Because he's hungry and you're tasty.
He has food there.
I say Drage number one for vlogs, Jose's number one, you're number two, Drage is number three for streams. Okay, where do I fall in vlogs?
Vloggity vlogs. Well, she found the duster. That's how you play.
She's like, feathers.
As long as she doesn't bite me, she can play with the duster.
So which one is Noah keeping?
Noah has a white and gray cat that's supposedly coming, I think, tomorrow or Friday. It's cute though. It kind of looks like Smokey, but with the white coat.
Oh, what did he name it?
He named it Jelly.
Jelly?
Yeah, because he named Peanut, so he named the cat Jelly. I was like, that's cute.
Now you just need better.
I know.
No, that's what I said.
I told my mom that. She's like, oh, that's funny. I was like, yeah, it's cute.
Yeah, so then you'll have peanut butter
Peanut
jelly.
butter and jelly.
Let's see. I said JH #1 for vlogs. I've only seen a few of your vlogs. The truth comes out.
Dun dun dun. And you call yourself an April fan. Shame on you.
You're supposed to be part of the love crew.
Right.
You mean it's wait, what?
Who is that in the top
The top.
right? I haven't met yet.
Oh wait,
That's Stephanie.
yeah, that's Stephanie. That's Methamy, like April called her.
I think she was in. I don't know if she was on the stream, but she was definitely in the chat. The last time you were in the chat, Russ.
Who just connected? I'm lost.
We just connected.
Yeah, I
Me
was
and-
here when he
me
said
and Tara.
getting surgery. I was there.
That's okay. That's
He
all
said,
right.
"Hey, Stephanie."
I see it how it. I can see how it is. I see it.
There she goes with all the whining again.
Well, at least this time I can actually get up and walk.
See, there you go. You could see her
U-
actual.
Usually, when I play the mom card, I write it out.
Because they were playing, so he smacked her and she went to the corner.
They're only having some.
Honestly, I've only been subbed recently. Yeah, I'll give that to you.
He should fall asleep. Mm. Oh, he's following you, Remy.
If you want to see some of the older videos, I would suggest checking out my playlist called The Best of A-Love Productions. If you want to see original music, go to the Love Lift tracks. That's true. You get a pass. Or at least I'm number 2 in streams.
Number 2.
Dun dun dun.
Well, Maria and April are tied for number 1 for me because you guys are the only ones I really watch.
Oh, we feel so special.
I've watched your new ones. Come on. I subbed when Jage first shouted out A-Lo.
Oh, that's
I
sweet.
only watched. I'm old and only have memory about this big.
Goldfish memory.
and with that hand in the chat, that's really it's even smaller than this.
Super small. Where is this little boy going to?
And he shouted me out a few times. So
Sir, come here.
for a little while we were going back and forth, so I had to make a video saying I think we're best friends. Why are you only asking me, huh? Because it's funny.
She thinks everything's funny.
Look,
Some fall, she laughs.
Listen, I have to go for the laugh. This is supposed to be a positive experience.
Okay,
So I have to go for the laugh.
Let me put this out there. So there was a time that I went live, right? And there was like all these people on there. And then she was having other people, bringing other people in because she wanted me to laugh. Like she wanted me to run to the restroom. So she was like, oh my God, let's have all these people come in and make her.
No, wait, how did it start? No, it was the P jokes. Wasn't it? It started with like P. It was something with P. No, it started with an underwear joke. Somebody in your chat started talking about underwear.
Underwear?
I forget.
Stephanie.
Underwear.
I think it might have even been. No, it wasn't Infinite. It wasn't Infinite. It wasn't Infinite. There was someone. Was it I'm trying to not Larry. I
It
can
was
almost
like
see this. I can almost see the screen name, but I came in and people were making jokes, and someone mentioned underwear, and then I kind of went along with the joke, and then it turned into um to pee, and then
with her pee jokes.
yeah, then it became pee jokes, and then I did. Is that when Manji started talking about diapers, or
Yes, exactly.
was that a couple of streams later?
Exactly. That was when she started.
No,
She was
so
like,
we were
pretty
basically
soon
making
Maria's
like
gonna need a diaper.
we were basically making potty jokes and whatever. And she and Maria was like
Sarah, I'm sorry, Sarah.
Maria was losing it, laughing her head off, and we were like, okay, let's see how long we can go until she has to go to the bathroom. So we kept whether we stayed on that topic or not, we kept trying to find jokes and whatever. Like we kept trying to make her laugh. And once she was like, okay, now I gotta go to the bathroom. I was, or like, stop! You're gonna go. I'm gonna have to go to the bathroom. I said, well, now that's the goal.
And then she was over, and then I like took my phone with me to
And
the
then
rest.
when she
She
finally
was
said
all
she had
like,
to go to the bathroom, we
"Yay,
were like,
we
we
made
did
it!
it!
Go! We did it!" I was like, "Oh my god!"
And then like after that, it didn't necessarily like it wasn't necessarily an ongoing joke, but like once we got her laughing, and then when she said she had to go to the bathroom, we did it again.
Yeah, but the second time I was just messing with you guys.
Why you? No, but whenever you would start having your laughing fit and then had to go to the bathroom, like whether we were trying to do it or not, we were like, we accomplished it again. We weren't even trying for it, but here she goes again.
That's why I
I
watched them.
watch on my phone and y'all don't know when I go. Uh, and then, like, I think there was at least one or two times where we were literally trying to tease you enough. You were like, okay, round number 5. Chat versus Maria.
It was just so funny.
P challenge number 5. And then it just became an ongoing thing when I had to go to the bathroom. I would just announce it. I gotta pay. I gotta go bathroom. I too, but phone need to charge. And then somehow me having to go pee turned into crossing the streams.
Until you watch the movie and you're like, no more.
Until I saw the new once I saw the new Ghostbuster movie, I was like, yeah, we're not gonna use that term anymore. It's like
Oh, Stephanie! Yesterday I watched the what's it called again?
Did you
Hocus
watch the
Pocus
Ninja
movie.
movie?
I was watching the Hocus Pocus movie because I'm like, oh my god, I want to see the other one already. I'm like,
I know, 17 more days.
I know. But I have to.
Joe Coy's new special is coming out on Netflix the 13th September.
Who's special?
Joe Coy.
Is it a
Oh.
comedy special or something
Yeah,
else?
stand up.
Oh, okay, cool.
And then I'm seeing him next month on the 16th.
I
Live.
wanted to go. I was supposed to go with my brother, but he moved away.
I'm supposed to take Peter.
Have a good night. Thank you for coming. Good night, Russ.
Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bug you.
Have a good night, Russ. Thank you for stopping in. It's nice to see you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Dun, dun, dun.
Look, we've been on for almost 3 hours. Or I have, anyway.
3 hours.
I think I've tried this before. I'm gonna try it again. See if I can check the cameras while I'm doing the live stream.
Oh, he fell asleep. Where's the other one? Really, Lila? There's a bed right there.
Oh, somebody fell asleep over there.
Yeah, the boy, he crawled into the little bed and fell asleep. And the crazy lady over here just fell asleep on the
The
duster.
crazy lady.
She fell asleep on the duster. I'm like, okay. As long as you're not scratching me, I don't care.
You know what? If you keep one of those cats for yourself, Stephanie, somebody's gonna get jealous.
Probably.
You're gonna be barking all the time. Like, get
Well,
away from this thing!
he didn't really growl when I showed him the kitty, so that's a good sign.
Oh, okay, well that's good.
We'll see how he acts when they start chasing him and start crawling at him. I'm sure it'll be fine.
I hope this doesn't record me. I don't need voices because I don't need the stream voices to show up on the cameras.
Dun, dun, dun.
I gotta check these cameras.
And then
And then
I was gonna say something, I forgot what I was gonna say.
Lies, lies.
No, I had to do something with Kirk, but I totally forgot. I spaced out.
yeah.
I'm sorry. Lies.
Oh, I showed him what you put, April. He's like, I don't get it. I was like,
What did I put?
when I was like, I have a surprise for you guys, and then you're like, you guys got married and he didn't tell me. So I sent it to him. He's like, I don't get it. I was like, really, Kirk?
Yeah, he's a little slow. It's okay.
Just a little.
Just a little.
Just a little. And then he's like, why would April say we got married? I'm like, you don't get the joke. So I waited a few minutes, and he's like, oh, okay. Yeah, that's funny. I was like, wow.
No, it's kind of like when people say, guess what? I'm like,
Chicken butt.
yeah. No, or like when they say, guess who came? They're like, Easter Bunny. Like, obviously not. Guess who I ran into? Santa
Guess
Claus.
who I saw? It was just funny because his reaction was like, I don't get it. I was like, nothing. Never mind.
You know, they had a surprise. Got married. Knew it.
I think if that were to happen, he probably wouldn't even keep it a secret because he stinks at keeping secrets.
He'd keep it a secret. He doesn't talk to anyone. He barely talks to us, and we live with him.
I mean, yeah, that's true.
Especially my mother. My mother's constantly just going, "How are you?" He's like, walks in the room.
Oh my God.
And I'm constantly telling both of my brothers at this point, 70 years old, you might want to start spending some time with
Those two boys are something.
I mean, Peter's always running around, and I know my mother, just like you, can be a handful in a completely different way. But at the same time, I'm like, you might want to start like going to the mall. You know, take it. Unfortunately, like to meet someone else, whether it's a dad I'm trying to wind down still. Gonna keep your stream going per usual. Thank you so much, Sarah. Thank you for the support. It means so.
No, you made April emotional.
I got the best. Yeah, all right. I love that Drake kind of does that too. But he did it in the last stream. He was like, "You're gonna make me cry." And I have to make a sound. I have to keep that clip of him going, "Hey, bro."
Oh, I know. I saw that. I started cracking up. I'm like, is he saying
No,
her name?
and I liked it. I had like I was trying to do because it was like kind of like a isolated thing. I forget what was just before that or whatever. Oh, I think what he was doing, he was sharing. I think he was shouting me out on Instagram. That's why he had his phone in his hand.
Oh, okay.
And then he just, hey, bro. And I was like, and as I'm editing it, I go, I think that'll be hilarious if it just keeps randomly showing up throughout the video. And so now I'm like, I need to hold on to that so when I'm making a slightly boring video or I'm like telling a story, I could just throw that in there and I'm like, hey, bro. Because it kept making me laugh. I was like, I gotta keep, I gotta. It's one of those things that like, you know how when they show that like when someone like burn does a burn to someone or like roast somebody, they have the crowd go, no.
Yeah.
Like I feel like or put something in that kind of doesn't really fit in that spot, but like it's funny because it's there and you weren't expecting it.
Yeah.
No, I can make it the intro. That would be funny to say.
Intro to your vlog.
And then just put A Love Productions in front of his face.
They'll be like, what in the world?
I'd have to ask him permission. Go, hey, could I use this clip from your live stream as my intro? The fact that like he started like whispering it towards the end.
That was a cool vlog. I liked it. Like yours and hey, can you guys do it again? I wasn't recording. I was like, oh. And your mom's like kept saying,
She's like, do the other one. You do the
yeah,
other one. You look. Whoops. No. No. Hello.
uh-oh.
Okay. Did I buffer?
I don't think so.
Because I accidentally shut my phone.
They struggles, April.
I accidentally closed the phone. I was like, no, wait, come back. We belong in the zoo. I'll tell you. No, it's exactly 3 hours. 32, 34, 35, 6, 7, 38, 40, 41, 42.
Maria fell asleep again?
I don't know, she might have stepped away from the computer.
The computer.
Are they both sleeping now, or is the girl still?
No, they're both sleeping. One's sleeping in the bed, the other one's still sleeping in the corner of the
The
floor.
fun part about when they're that young is that you can move them while they're sleeping, kind of
I'm a-
like real kids. Because
Oh, yeah.
because you got to be really light about it because they will kind of look like they might wake up, but for the most part, like I've had kittens before where like they literally just do that, and then you can just go up, move it over, put them where you want to put them. Like I remember um when my boys were still kittens when I first got like the first couple weeks that I got them. I was trying to get them all acclimated to each other because Shorty was the outsider between Gizmo and Smokey.
Mm.
And I was like they would sleep on the same platform, but they would, the brothers would kind of stay close to each other, and then Shorty was kind of in the other corner. I was like, while they were sleeping, I picked up Shorty, and there's a picture. The picture, I think it was that picture where I put Shorty in between them while they were all sleeping, just so I could get a picture of the three of them. Like it was basically you see Shorty's face in the back of both Smokey and Gizmo on the side.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, that's kind of a cute picture.
You
And
should
stuff.
put it on a shirt.
And stuff. And then there's the other one where Smokey's in the middle and he sees me with the camera. He's basically like this and kind of eyeing the camera like, what you doing?
I don't know, but every time I move, the black one wakes up. I'm like, go to sleep.
It's like, you're going? Where are you going?
Don't leave me.
Are you going to the party again? Well, they're probably on edge too because they're in a new environment.
Oh, I let them walk around so I can get used to it. I just gotta be careful because we got traps for the mice, and I don't want them to get their paws stuck in.
Yeah. I'm sure the mice are already smelling them and going, damn it.
I know. They're like, no.
You got a food blocker? Why? In your luck, they'll just be playing with the mice. Like, hey, you want to be friends? Tag, you're it.
Imagine. Like, you're supposed to kill them, not play with them.
For your luck, they'll catch one and bring it to you.
Oh, please no.
You're like, hey, man, go look what I caught.
I got you a present. We're like, thanks.
I always know when I've learned to listen to the cry before they come to you, because if they do that deep throat cry, there's most likely something in their mouth.
Mm.
Like when they're Smoke Gizmo used to do that when he carried the socks through the house. I remember my cat Gizzy. She would do it when she actually caught a mouse. And the cat that the cat that I helped get adopted, he used to bring stuff. He brought a bird to me once,
Oh my goodness.
and I could hear what. And he comes around the desk, around the counter, comes in front of me, drops it down. He's like, "Look, I brought you a gift." I'm like, "Good, take it out now." No, instead, he's like, look what I can do with it. And he would fling it up in the air and catch it. I'm like, why? And one time I think he brought me a mouse and then ate it in front of me. I'm like, don't eat it in front of me.
Oh.
Please. I don't want to watch you. I don't want to watch you eat rodents. Good job, but don't eat. Can't you eat? Can't you eat out?
Like, what do you want to share with you?
He didn't share with me. I didn't want it. He didn't try to share with me. He just said, "Look what I caught. I'm hungry now." And he was literally like, "Why?
Was it still alive?
Not when he started eating it."
Oh, that's so wrong. Forever traumatized.
No, like I said, even with the bird, like he killed the bird, brought it to me, and then it was like, "Here, look, I can play catch with it. Look, it still flies."
He's like that guy from Saturday Night Live. Look what I can do.
No, that was Mad TV.
What is it?
Stewart,
Oh, yeah, okay.
that was Mad TV.
Look what I can do.
Not that I care about celebrity drama and gossip, but have you heard about the newest like it's probably gonna get them canceled situation?
From who?
Tiffany Haddish and Aries, the the one of the comedians that was on Mad TV. Aries, whatever his last name is.
I heard something, but I wasn't too sure what it was about.
What I've heard, at least on TikTok, is apparently they did they're getting sued or accused of um, sexual misconduct with a child
Oh.
or grooming a child or something to that effect. And apparently, they were making a video like this. I think it was meant to be a comedy skit that had like an awareness part segment, part to it,
Yeah.
and whoever the children were that were gonna be a part of the skit or whatever it was. I guess whatever clips that they took of the children were more like if whether it was meant to be a comedic thing or an awareness thing or a mixture of the two. Apparently the footage of the video they went too far with.
Mm.
And I think the mother of the children are suing or accusing them or whatever of it. And the children were like young
That's crazy.
and stuff. And like I don't want to really go. That's all I've heard. I don't know full story. I don't necessarily care to know. It's sad. I'm not necessarily a big fan of the other guy. But, I mean, I like his impressions, but he's not someone that I follow. And
Yeah.
apparently, he's the same guy that talks smack about Izzo.
Oh, was that guy that she did that song about?
I'm guessing. Like I don't know all her music, and apparently, whatever her acceptance speech was, where she basically, what was it, the Music Awards, MTV Music Awards?
Yeah.
Did she basically say, because apparently he talked about her, the way she dresses and the fact that she's overweight. He's not thin either. He's overweight too. But like he basically, you know,
He just wants attention.
yeah. But as far as like when I heard that other thing, I go, I hope that's really gossip
Yeah, that's kind of messed up.
and stuff. And like, I mean, I don't think they showed like body parts, but like apparently the little boy that they used in the video, he had his underwear on, but like they were like taking close-up shots of his butt or something like that
Mm.
and stuff. So like I don't like, but still, just whatever suggestions or whatever they were trying to angles they were trying to get, was further than it probably should have been for any visual reason.
Doesn't she have kids of her own though?
I don't think she does. She's single. The last person I know, person I know she was dating was Common.
Mm. Celebrity drama.
So not that I follow all that. It's just the only reason why the only reason I even knew about Common is because it was talked about on the Ellen Show. And not that I watched her show regularly, but I did catch the clips and whatnot.
Okay, I thought I got kicked off. I'm like, okay, what's going on?
Welcome back, Maria.
No, I've been here. I just went to go put something in the kitchen. I was gonna mention to you, Stephanie. Did you know, or have you heard that there's a new Pinocchio movie coming out tomorrow on Disney?
Did you know?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the live action. I saw that.
Did you know the bird is the word?
The bird is the word.
The what?
The bird.
Oh
It's
my.
the word.
The bird. The bird is the word.
Oh my gosh.
Bird, bird, bird. Bird is the word. Bird, bird,
It's because I was thinking something got messed up or you not just put off something because on the TV it tells you
No,
off.
that's gonna be stuck in my head. Thanks.
Oh, okay.
I know, so I'm like, okay, what's going on?
April's just, being weird as always.
Because the bird is the word. Bird, bird, bird. Bird is the word. Don't you know? Bird's the word. Everybody knows that the bird is the word. Not a
Sesame
second.
Street?
What?
Does that come from Sesame Street?
No. That's actually an older song, and it was in what movie? I just had the name of the movie in my head too.
Oh, Princess woke up. Come here, you little. Oh, never mind. She went back to sleep. Hey, she just woke up crying because she got stuck to the duster, and then she would just flop back.
So the one you like is a boy?
Yeah, the one who's attached to me is all black one.
Well, it's not necessarily she likes it. It attached to her.
Adopted me, apparently.
It's attached to her? Oh my god.
Yeah, it adopted her.
When he came in, he looked straight at me, and then when we brought him upstairs, he got out his little box, and he just came straight to me.
Aww.
So, like, every time I get up or go somewhere, he follows me.
He's like, "You're my new mommy."
And
whether you like it or not, you're my mommy.
The girl's attached to my mom because she fell asleep on her within seconds.
And then she woke up and your mother's like, "Here, take it."
Well, my mom, I closed the door to her room so the babies won't get in there. But she keeps trying to go to the door to go with my mom. I was like, you can't go in there yet.
Oh, now it says that it's gonna rain over here on Saturday.
Oh, good.
Really? It's gonna get heated up over here. Seriously, no.
So I'll give it 15 more minutes and then I'll end this. So I don't even think anyone's left in the chat. Says 3 people. Sarah's leaving it running. I think Julianne might be in there somewhere.
And I'm playing it over here on my TV, so.
I said Julianne might be in there somewhere. Like there's other spaces she can hang out in the chat. It's like, she's in there somewhere.
It should let you. It should show you how many people are actually watching.
So if anybody wants to know how much food really affects you on a mental, physical, maybe even emotional level. So from the 23rd of August up until my birthday, for the most part, I tried to eat as clean as I could. I even did a 2-day water fast. My head was starting to feel a little better, a little more clearer. I had a little bit more energy. I just felt, you know, a little more, for lack of a better word, clean, like clear, you know. And then from my birthday up until today or last night, whatever, I've kind of been back to eating like ice cream and junk and whatever. And slowly but surely, I have less energy. Um, feel like moments of like feeling blah. Um, and I think this is one of the few times that I really felt like the difference is, it took a little bit, like right off the bat, I was okay, but little by little, I started getting to the point where like, yep, I put too much bread back in my diet. I started having my tater tots again, and you know, had I've had ice cream or like some kind of form of ice cream, whether it was a milkshake or root beer float. I've had something um, the last 4 days. I had meatball sub for dinner.
Yum.
Um, Monday I ordered. What did I do? I ordered Panda Express, and then a couple of hours later, got a milkshake, a cheeseburger, and a chicken sandwich from Burger King.
And you didn't share with me?
How rude. You didn't
I've never
And
tried.
the only reason why I got
I don't want.
the only reason I even got 2 sandwiches is because if you're trying to save money, going to Burger King at least, you're better off buying buy two for whatever the price is
Oh yeah,
versus buying one sandwich for the same price.
that's true.
I mean, they charge freaking, what is it, almost $8 for a Whopper. I think the chicken sandwich is around $6 or $7.
I like the Impossible Whopper. That's my
So
favorite.
I usually just buy the mix and match for it, and that went up. That used to be 2 for $5. Now it's 2 for $7.
What, the Impossible Whopper?
What's 2 for $7?
The mix and match at Burger King,
Oh, okay.
where you could get two
Oh
sandwiches.
yeah, yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah. I think it's been 7 now. $7.
Well,
Oh
I think a
wow.
couple months ago it was still 2 for $5, and then it went up. I think 2 to 6, and then the most recent was two for $7. I'm like, really? But then I'm sitting there going, well, logically, it's still cheaper than buying one sandwich. I'm gonna
Yeah.
spend $7 because I don't really like Burger King's fries, so I like the onion rings.
Burger
I
King
like the
fries.
onion rings more than their fries. But like if I'm just trying to like I can be satisfied with just the sandwich. So, but I'm like, but I don't want to spend $6 on just the sandwich.
That's true.
So I'm like, I like
I mean,
the
that
only
price,
way it's really
I
worth
really
it
might
to
as
me
well
is
go
if
to
the
Subway.
sandwich. Yeah, the only way the sandwich is worth it to me is if I get do the two for whatever the price is.
I mean, for that price, I'd rather just.
Because yeah, but then the meal is a few dollars more than that,
Yeah.
and I don't want the soda. And they sell either Aquafina or Dacia water or whatever it's called.
You like Aquafina water?
No, I don't like either one of those.
It's so nasty, and same goes with for Arrowhead. It's disgusting.
No, and what's it called? Daisy, Daci,
Dasani.
Dasani. Yeah, yeah. Both Dasani and Aquafina are both owned by the soda companies.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
they're so
and
nasty.
all it is supposedly it's on the bottle itself. It's filtered tap water,
Yeah.
and it's highly acidic. Like if you do the pH level test, it's one of those two are two of the highest acidic waters.
It's
Oh,
not
wow.
good for you.
And so like I won't touch those unless it's like absolutely necessary.
I just drink tap water.
Well, we were doing
tap
filtered
water?
water. Then I started learning about, the herbs and the alkaline diet, and they say that if you're gonna, you're better off just drinking spring water versus like the alkaline waters, or tap water is not good because it has the chlorine and the fluoride. Alkaline waters are not necessarily better because they filtered the water and then put back in the things that actually make it alkaline.
Oh, what's the point of filtering out if you're gonna put it back in?
But tap water is so
No,
nasty.
like they take out they apparently they purify it or whatever, and then they add back in the electrolytes and the whatever combination of
I'd rather
minerals.
stick with my Costco water.
I like smart water.
That's one of the acidic ones too.
I forgot which one is the other one that's good too.
I'm just gonna drink cow milk then. Don't tell me moo-moos are bad too.
Have you tried the Costco water?
Is it
The
spring water?
Kirkland one?
There's no Costco over here.
Is
Really?
it spring water?
Yeah.
No.
There's
Is the Costco water spring water, or is it just filtered water?
Well, it's good. I like it. Well,
Well,
we like it.
you gotta read the label.
Yeah,
The
but I
label
don't know.
the label should tell you if it's been purified, filtered. And you can buy the water. You can buy the pH drops on Amazon to test how water.
Oh, okay.
Amazon has everything.
Yeah. We did the water test before.
Yeah, didn't you? I was gonna say, I remember you doing something like that.
Yeah, we did it. We didn't get all the different waters, but I think we had Poland Spring. We did tap water. I think we did one of the Essentia, because that was the other water that we used. And I think we had maybe the Smart Water, whatever. The tap water was actually fairly alkaline.
Jose, if it was blue, it was good. Blue or purple.
But then what was it? Sometime this year they said on the news that the water might not be as good clean they once thought because of the fact that people throw like medications and other junk down the drain.
That's
So, that stuff contaminates the water. Even though regardless of the fluoride and chlorine that's supposed to clean the water.
supposed to. It's not doing a very good job.
And that's why they even started making filters for your showers and sinks to try to, get rid of some of that stuff too.
Oh yeah, I've seen one. It has like little brown and beige stones in the thingy.
No, that's why I made that video about, it's confusing. It's stressful just to drink water.
I'll stick with my tap water.
That's
Awesome.
where I started the video too. I started it at the tap. Oh, you know what? You should really drink tap water. Drink filtered water. And then I get the filter, and I'm like, okay, I can have this cup of water now. You could go to drink it. You should really be drinking spring water.
It's like, damn it.
And then I go into the store and I get the spring water, and I'm like, finally, you're drinking spring water? You should really be drinking alkaline water. And then I get to, that's one of my favorite videos too. Especially towards the end, where like, the end, I'm like in the back, I'm at the back end of my car and I'm like looking around like, and as I'm drinking the alkaline water, it's like, come to think of it, didn't they say the bottled water is bad for the environment? And I let the water drip from my mouth. And I just want to drink water.
I just want water.
I just want. All right, we're hitting the 3-hour, 30-minute mark. And I'm starting to zone out.
I'm getting sleepy.
I'm doodling.
So, but I want to thank all those that came in, including Sarah. Even though I'm just her number 2.
Oh boy, poor Sarah.
No, but I'll take the number 2. I'll take the number 2 spot.
At least you're in the top 10.
At least I'm in the top 3.
Oh, that's true.
But I appreciate everybody's support in any way that it's given. Thank you, ladies, and Angel for coming up and hanging out for a little bit.
Angel was up here?
Yeah, he came up for a little bit, and then he
Oh.
got sleepy. I think it's when you fell asleep. Yeah, you took your nap. He came up. He went to bed, and you came back.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
So anyway, you all have a blessed one. As always, like, love, share, and inspire. Don't forget, love is everything. I will see you next time. And enjoy those little kitties.
They're knocked out for now. Let's see how long these take to leave.
All right, you have a good one. Much
Good night.
love. Peace.